guys, so I'm here to do the guilty or innocent tag. I have my two little ones with me, so let's hope that I can get through this video. But yes, like I said, I am doing the guilty or innocent tag, and I've seen this tag floating around and I really enjoy the questions, and I always love doing tags because you can learn so much about somebody. So I think there's a total of 29 questions. Let me check. Yes, 29 questions, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. So you pretty much just say if you are guilty or innocent of doing these things. So number one, saying you are letting a dish soak when in reality you just don't feel like washing it. I am innocent of this because I have been cursed with being a clean freak. Yes, it is a curse to be a clean freak because I can't just let dishes soak. I have to hurry and clean it or put it in the dishwasher. I do not like anything laying around, and it's a curse because it gives me anxiety if my house is not clean, and I will just like think about if something's dirty. But I usually just clean the dish, put it in the dishwasher, and I don't have to see it. Restart dryer to avoid folding. I am so guilty of this. I will turn on the dryer at least 2 or 3 times before I fold it. Be like, oh no, it needs a little bit more fluffing, or oh no, there's some wrinkles, just to avoid folding it. Like, I'd rather do dishes than laundry. I do not like doing laundry, so I just usually give a good restart 2 or 3 times. Hide when eating so you don't have to share with kids. Oh yes. Yeah. It's funny because she doesn't know what I just said, but she's bobbing her head because I am so guilty of this. I will get like a cookie and I'll go in the corner, I'll eat my cookie, or I'll wait till after they've gone to bed. Well, no one's too young, but I will wait till after Aria goes to bed and I will have some indulgence. Oh, I have my 2 little ones on my lap. Obey the 5-second rule. I would say that I am definitely guilty. Not for myself, but if we're at home and Aria drops some food, I'll just let her eat it. I just don't care. But if we're out in public, definitely not. Like, I don't even care if it was 1 second. We will not pick it up. But I would say we are definitely guilty of the 5-second rule. Say it is an hour later so you can get the kids into bed. Well, since they're pretty young and Aria's almost 3, she doesn't really have a sense of time that much. So I don't have to really like bribe her and like it's 9 o'clock when it's actually just really like 7 or 8. So I can't really say if I'm guilty or innocent of that. Rewashing laundry because you forgot to switch it over to the dryer. I am innocent of this. Now I will turn on the dryer like I said again, but I never rewash clothes unless I maybe forgot and they stayed overnight in the washer. But usually right when the washer goes off, I put it in the dryer because it takes like 2 seconds. So wiping the dirty spots on the floor with a rag and convincing yourself you mopped. I've done that before, so guilty. I will say I'm guilty of that. Sometimes I just don't have time to mop my floor, so if there's like a little dirty stain or a little sticky stain, yeah, I'll probably clean it and say it's clean, I guess. Ask the hubby to pick up takeout, call for takeout because you forgot to thaw something. I am so guilty of this, and not even if I didn't thaw, if I just don't feel like cooking, I will definitely tell him to pick up some food, or I will go get some food. Sometimes you just have those days where you don't want to cook, or maybe you did forget to thaw something out. Sometimes I will purposely not thaw something out so I can have him go pick up food, or I will get it. So totally guilty of that one. Let kids run around in diapers / undies because all their clothes are in the laundry. I am innocent of this. Usually we never run out of like clothes for them to wear because there's so many clothes. So sometimes Aria will run around her underwear if she wants to, but other than that, they're usually always clothed. Wash dishes by hand because you don't want to unload the dishwasher. I am innocent of this. I love having a dishwasher because I don't like doing dishes. I mean, I don't mind it, but I don't like love it. But as soon as the dishwasher's off, I'll go ahead and put away the dishes, and if there's any dishes in the sink, then I will put it in the dishwasher. But rarely do I ever wash dishes. I just put them in the dishwasher. Clean more in 10 minutes before a guest arrives than you have all week. I would say I'm innocent of this because usually my house is pretty clean except for there being toys everywhere. I don't really care about that, but my house is pretty clean. So if someone does show up unexpectedly, my house is pretty decent, and if I know if they're coming over, I might tidy up a little bit. So I would say I'm like somewhat innocent but somewhat guilty as well. Dropping something on the floor and instead of cleaning it up you call the dog. I'm innocent of this because I don't have a dog, but if I did, I would totally be guilty of this. Remove makeup before you go to bed or leave it on. I'm totally innocent of leaving my makeup on. That was kind of a weird question, but I never ever like sleep with my makeup just because I feel like it'll break my skin out and I'll wake up and there's makeup on my eyes and it'll just irritate my eyes. So I always wash my face. before I go to bed. Place a blanket over wet spots so you don't have to change the sheets in the middle of the night. I am so guilty of this, especially when I had Aria, because she would spit up all the time. She had really bad reflux, so I would just put a towel underneath or another blanket. But if it's like something really bad, like a poop explosion or there's diarrhea or vomit everywhere, then yeah, I will definitely change the sheets. Wear jeans multiple days in a row if they look clean. I used to be so guilty of this, especially in high school. Now I rarely wear jeans. I find them so uncomfortable. 99% of the time I'm in leggings. I don't do that now, but in high school I was so guilty of that. I'd be like, oh nope, they're still clean, and I would wear them until they were like really stretched out. I know that sounds pretty bad. Eat the scraps off your kid's plate because you don't have to make your own meal. I'm innocent of this. Usually I will make the same thing as Aria at the same time. I rarely ever skip a meal. I try to at least get a little something in, but if I feel like I haven't got enough to eat and she didn't touch something or didn't eat something, then I'll eat it up. I feel like some of these answers I'm innocent but guilty at the same time, if that makes sense. Eating kids' stash of Halloween or Easter candy. I mean, don't all parents do that? Say your child is allergic to something so you don't have to share. What? I don't know what that means. Why would you say your child is allergic to something because you don't want them to eat? That's just mean. Put wrinkled shirt back in the dirty clothes even if it's clean so you don't have to iron. I don't even own an iron. I don't think I've ever ironed in my life, so I can't even say if I'm guilty or innocent of that. But if I did have an iron, I probably would put it in the dryer, so I would be guilty of that. Procrastinate getting in the shower, but then don't want to get out. I am so guilty of this. I'll be like, no, I'm too tired to get in the shower, and then I'll get distracted on my phone. But then I'll be like, no, I can't go to bed without a shower. So I'll be like, no, I gotta take a shower. And then once I get in there, I'm like, this is so relaxing. I don't want to get out, so I am definitely guilty of that. Rehearse arguments in head just in case. Guilty again. I will have an argument waiting in my head. I don't like to argue, but if I know that I'm right about something or I have valid points, I'd be like, well, if they say this, I got this, and if they say that, I'm gonna come back with this. So I am definitely guilty of that. Ignoring text for days and saying, oh my god, my reply never went through. I would say I'm innocent of this. There are times where someone will text me and I will forget about it, or I'm too busy doing something else and I will totally forget about the text, and then I really won't see it until later. Now there has been times where Aria has clicked in a message on the iPad since it's connected with my phone, and I would never see the message until later. But usually if someone texts me and if I can't answer right away, I will text them maybe the next day or later that day. But I won't be like, oh my god, I never saw your text message. No, I won't lie about that. Snooping in other people's bathroom cabinets. I am guilty of this. Sometimes I'm just curious and I like to see what other people have. I don't know if that's creepy or not. Now I think about it, that does sound a little bit creepy, because if someone did that to me, I'd be like, well, what the heck? But I have done it before. Not taking anything, just kind of curious to see what's in there. Turn radio down in car when lost or looking for a number on a house. I am so guilty of this. I have a horrible sense of direction. I have to drive at least 5 times to somewhere for me to remember it, because I have a horrible memory and no sense of direction. So I use my GPS for everything. So if I have the radio on mixed with me not having a sense of direction, it goes downhill really fast. So I will turn down the radio if I'm lost or looking for wherever I'm going. Use perfume flyers that come in magazines. I am innocent of this. I don't even know when the last time I bought a magazine. It's been a long time, and when I did buy magazines, I don't even think I used the perfume flyers anyways. Scents are usually so strong and I rarely use perfume anyways. I like my body spray. Lied about your age. Now I don't lie about my age, so I'm innocent of that now, but back in high school when I was a teenager, I was so guilty of that. Lied about your child's age to get a better deal. I haven't had to do that yet because Aria's still 2, and most places that I know of, that if it's like 2 or even 3 or under, they're free. So I haven't done that yet, but I might be guilty of that. I don't know. Let me know below if you've ever done that. I remember my parents used to do that all the time. Given someone the wrong number on purpose. I am innocent of this. Yeah, because I don't think I've ever had to give out my number. If someone asked for my number now, I probably would give them the wrong number. Alright, so the last one is peed in the shower as an adult. I am guilty of this. I am so guilty of this. I know that's really, really gross, but I do pee in the shower. I mean, I'm being honest, okay? At least I'm saving water by not using the toilet, so that justifies it, right? But that is it for the guilty or innocent tag. I hope you guys enjoyed this tag and got to know a little bit about me. So if you have not done this tag yet, I tag everybody to do it, and I will leave all the questions down below. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye guys.